Hey, you all. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from deep in the heart of Texas. More specifically, we are currently in Houston, Texas, as we have been for the past so many days. Actually going to be heading out of Houston today for a couple of days. I do have to be back in Houston to drop off the rental car and to get on an airplane and fly back to Chicago to find my car. But for a couple days we are going to be heading out of the Houston area. But before we left the Houston area, I did want to stop here and invoke the EM rule. Yesterday had a great time at the Houston Museum of Natural Science, so I decided to return here to this area of Houston that they call the Museum District. And today we're going to be stopping in to the John P. McGovern Museum of Health and Medical Science, known locally as the Health Museum. So please follow me. And what would a health museum be without giant human organs? Look at this heart. Look at this heart. I remember as a kid going to the walk-through heart at the Museum of Science and Industry, which is no longer there, but here, the Houston Health Museum, they have this beating heart. Look at that, you can see it move. You can see it beat. Hopefully that's a healthy heartbeat. Don't want this giant heart to be having any sort of heart attacks or health issues. Oh wait, according to this, every 20 minutes this heart has a heart attack. Oh dear.
I don't think so.
All right, we'll explore the rest of the museum, but I'm going to keep one eye on this heart to see if we can catch it having a heart attack. Uh-oh, I think it's happening. The heartbeat is accelerating. Oh yeah, that's definitely picked up. Is it gonna do it? Is it going to have the heart attack? Oh no. This is actually really intense, watching a giant heart slowly go into a heart attack. Oh yeah, I can feel my own heart beating along with it. I'm getting anxious. We learned yesterday at the Death by Natural Causes exhibit that the heart problems affect 1 in 7 people. 1 in 7 people dies by heart disease or heart attacks. So this is serious business. Oh wait, what's happening? Oh, the lights are going off. This isn't good. Let's go. It's succumbing to the heart attack. Oh, all the kids are running around to enjoy the heart attack. In addition to the giant heart, we also have this giant brain. The headless skeleton, a super spooky skeleton sitting on top of the brain. I wonder if my brain has a little skeleton sitting on top of it. And it looks like we can head inside the brain here. Oh, you can see the inner workings of the brain, the different synapses firing. Oh wow, what are you looking at? You peer into the giant eye there. Oh my goodness. I think this is it's like a giant chest cavity that we're inside. You can see the spinal cord there over our heads. Looks like over here you can ride a bike with a skeleton. I guess we can hop aboard the bicycle here. Oh, look at that. Yeah, you see if you can turn the pedal there with your feet. Mr. Skeleton pedals his bike as well. See the sinuses here and how complicated they are. And this here is a giant ear that we can walk in. And you see the inner ear right here. And this is why you don't jam a Q-tip in your ear, because of all this important stuff here. Now I'm bad about that. I jam it in there probably till about right there. I probably need to stop that. And over here is the colossal colon. Oh my gosh. Oh, you can peek in and see different diseases. There's hemorrhoids. Oh yeah, hemorrhoids down there. Gross. Advanced colon cancer. Oh yeah, look at that lump of cancer down there. And down here they have polyps. I had some of those. You notice out here in the lobby, we've got super spooky skeletons hanging all over the place. I don't know if that's for Halloween and they just never took them down, or, you know, I guess skeletons belong in a health museum. It's one of the few places that where being full of skeletons is actually appropriate. Oh yeah, you can see this skeleton here is ready for Valentine's Day. Oh wow, do they have plastinated bodies here? We have the Body Worlds 101 exhibit. Oh, and look at this. The screen here, I guess, tries to deduce information about us by my facial features. It says I am a male, so it's correct on that. It says I am 56 years old, which is a little insulting. And look at this. We have plastinated bodies. This is called the ligament body. I guess it's made to show all the ligaments in the body. It's also apparently a cartographer. It's using a feather with ink to make an old-timey map. Here you can see a body with a joint replacement. There's an artificial knee inserted there. I've talked about my fear of the body slices. The Museum of Science and Industry growing up, just thin slices of the human body. Here we have a different kind of slice. It's a human body sliced completely in half. And if I haven't clarified, plastinated means these are real bodies. These are basically human bodies where they use chemicals to change them into plastic. This is the artery bone body. Everything's removed except the arteries and the bones. Look at all those arteries. Also, this looks like some sort of scary monster. And I must say, no matter where you go in this museum, you can hear that heart beating. Anywhere you go, you hear that thump, thump, thump. It's kind of unnerving. It's like the telltale heart. It's with the hardening of arteries. Oh man, those arteries. Those don't look good. Hopefully that's not what mine look like. Here are the internal organs. Interesting how they're kind of just like shaped. Like almost just like a big bag of all these important organs just like mushed together. They call this the open door man because he swings open like a door. His chest flops open. His organs flip out, leaving the empty husk back there. You can see the brain sticking out the back. Oh, peekaboo. That's scary. This is supposed to be the nervous system. And look at that. I guess they left the cartilage on from the nose. Skeletons look unsettling with noses. They look even scarier. And here we have reclaimed creations. They have artwork made out of plastics. So that's a little little palate cleanser from the plastinated bodies. I guess I guess this is a different type of plastinated bodies. Instead of human flesh turned to plastic, it's discarded pieces of plastic used to make a person. And look at that, it's a lot less terrifying. See a phoenix here rising from the flames. And it is really cool. You just look and see every little piece is an actual item made out of plastic. See these horses running. This one made out of white plastic items. You know, spatulas, kitchen items. And then the black horse. Plastic jellyfish there. Well, here's it's a wheelbarrow full of plastic junk. It says this was removed from Buffalo Bayous. This was all plastic that was discarded in nature. The fish there looks like maybe some sort of beta. And then we got plastic dolphins sailing through the sky. So the plastic cheetah running along here. Some plastic polar bears. And big old plastic whales. And it does get a little bit depressing. It starts talking about microplastics. Talks about plastic breaks down, tiny pieces of plastic enter the water system. And says that microplastics have been found in all over the human body, in the brains, the lungs, in the fetuses. So yeah, this is bad stuff. It's been linked to a lot of different diseases, and yeah, unfortunately, plastic, revolutionized the way we live, but now it's revolutionizing how we die as well. Over in the gift shop, they have this big tub of organs and diseases. That's a brain. That's a uterus. That must be an ovary. And this is mono. It has the eyelashes because mono is the kissing disease. So here's anxiety. See, it's a brain, but everything's going in every direction. I can relate, buddy. I can relate. Look at this fun plushy skull. You've got some educational t-shirts over here. Stopped over here at Good's Armadillo Palace, this restaurant here with this magnificent creature out in front. This giant armadillo, a longhorn armadillo. You can see he has the Texas Longhorns on him. Kind of a combination of Texas's two most iconic critters, the longhorn cattle and the armadillo. You can see he actually has glowing red eyes. This is quite the magnificent beast here. I don't know if this is some sort of cryptid, the longhorn armadillo, but that is a lot of fun right there. And it looks like our giant armadillo here actually has two restaurants. There is the Armadillo Palace here. It's a Good Company Armadillo Palace, and then across the street we have the Good Company Barbecue. And you know what? I have not had nearly enough Texas barbecue on this trip. So let's head across the street and get us some Texas barbecue. Looks like quite a line for the barbecue. That's a good sign. And check out this buffalo head over the jukebox. See the cattle head on the wall. Down here we've got some antique beers. Looking at the meats here, I noticed they have something called Czech sausage, and I love the sausage with Texas barbecue, but I've never heard it called Czech sausage before. Maybe that's why I love it so much. It is the food of my people. here above the sides. Got a little jackalope there. Now this looks good. I got the 2 meats with the brisket and the Czech sausage, slathered in barbecue sauce. And the piece of bread there on top. Then I got for the sides, I got the jambalaya and the green beans. Oh yeah, this looks like what I was hoping it would look like. There we go. I'm gonna try the Czech sausage again. I've never heard it called Czech sausage before, but it makes a lot of sense. There are a lot of Czech immigrants in Texas. I myself am of Czech descent.
As I'm sitting here looking for all my friends.
That's one of my favorite things. One of my favorite things about coming to Texas is that beef sausage with the barbecue. You can get it at Buc-ee's. But outside of Texas, it's hard to find. Some of that brisket. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had a good plate of Texas barbecue. The jambalaya. Those green beans. I'm not sure what that is. That's a chunk of something in the green beans. Oh, it's a tomato. Yeah, some delicious barbecue here. The what is it? Goods. The Goods Company barbecue. So some delicious Texas barbecue there. Really like tomatoey sauce. The brisket was nice and moist. And always love that sausage. And I always love when you get some jambalaya as a side. A few days ago I made a comment that some of the Buc-ee's in Texas, the original Buc-ee's, are actually much smaller than the Buc-ee's in other locations outside of Texas. And a lot of you corrected me that there are enormous Buc-ee's in Texas as well. So I stopped off here at the Buc-ee's in Katy, Texas, which actually is a massive Buc-ee's. Now, the Buc-ee's in Clute, Texas only had 4 gas pumps. I've counted roughly 62 gas pumps here, and also given that they have double sides, so that would be 124 different places to fill up your gas tank. Now, the Buc-ee's here in Katy does have one of the original Buc-ee's statues. The newer Buc-ee's have a more cartoony version, which is more in line with how he appears on the other merchandise. But here is the classic Buc-ee statue, and it does appear that they are switching them out at some of the other locations, adding the new, more cartoony Buc-ee. But here is the original Buc-ee statue. See the Buc-ee's Mardi Gras merchandise there. They don't have plushy Mardi Gras Buc-ee, but you can get yourself some beaver beads. Or the Texas exclusive Buc-ee's shirts. I think these ones say "Don't mess with Texas" on the back. Also has the Buc-ee Truckee here, where the beaver face on the front and the big back of the pickup completely full of beavers. We'll grab ourselves a Buc-ee press penny. They have the Howdy Y'all from Katy, Texas. So it does have the name of the individual Buc-ee's here. So we'll put quarter penny. And there we go, a Buc-ee's penny. And some renovations here. Who knows what new is coming to Buc-ee's here in Katy, Texas. And this is what was missing from some of the smaller Buc-ee's we went to. They did not have the barbecue station here in the middle. See, he's got some brisket there that they are carving to make sandwiches out of. It's party time. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I remember one of the first times I came to Texas, or I went to Buc-ee's, I was blown away. But Buc-ee's is spread out now. You know, it's used to be this like secret in Texas that they had one of the greatest gas stations in the world in the Texas area, but now they're popping up everywhere. Every major city seems to be getting a Buc-ee. So maybe, you know, maybe they're not as exciting, not as special anymore, but it's still fun to always swing by Buc-ee's. Like the food, always like to see if there's any new merchandise. And yeah, it's always fun to come back to one of the OG Buc-ee's in Texas. And one thing that does set Katy, Texas apart from the other Buc-ee's is that it has the world's longest car wash. This has 255 feet of conveyor belt that it will pull your car through. You can actually peek in the window here and see the cars going through the car wash. All the different scrubbing and spraying that occurs in here. Look at those big brushes. You can see the car there coming through, actually getting doused in all different colors of soaps and goops to make them extra clean. Getting scrubbed good there. Oh, look at these scrubbers firing up. And it ever so slowly moves through. Oh yeah, look at that big scrubbing arm there. Get in the front of the car. Now it is clear that my rented Nissan Rogue here does not need a car wash. It is very shiny, not a speck on it. In fact, they probably washed it at Hertz before they rented it to me. But you know what? I can't just drive past the world's largest car wash and not put my car through. Okay, here is the ticket booth for the world's largest car wash. We pay here and then pull up to the car wash and they will let us in. All right, and here we come to the world's largest car wash. So I got to get my tire lined up. And here we go. Foot off the brakes, hand off the wheels, and enjoy the ride. Actually, it'd be pretty fun to do this at night, where it's got the light up effects, giving us a good dose of the suds there. Multicolored lights illuminating the sudsiness. Oh, look at that! You can see the Buc-ee's logo floating over our windshield. Oh, is this the scrubbers? Oh, it looks like they're dousing us with more gloop. More gloop here. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's so relaxing. I might fall asleep in my car. Yeah, I always remember being excited to go through the car wash with my grandma when I was a kid. Actually, when I was a little kid, I was scared because I didn't know what was happening. But, you know, I didn't need a car wash. It was $13 to go through a car wash. So I'm just enjoying it for the experience, not necessarily for the wash. Kind of like, you know, kind of like a dark ride. Get to sit back and enjoy the scenery. You don't normally see a sea of soap and scrubbers gliding by your windshield. Oh, here it comes. I like these ones. There we go. I can't see. I think the big one's coming down. Oh, look at that. Make it rain. Make it rain. Oh, look at those colorful stripes there. What kind of flag is that? I feel the brighter the color of the soap, the cleaner that the car is getting. Hope we get all the soap off before we leave, so I can see while I'm driving on the highway. My side mirrors nice and clean. Hertz is going to be happy with me that I returned their car all super clean. Actually, I'm keeping it for another like 3 or 4 days, so it'll probably be dirty again by then. Yeah, I like that one. That's my favorite.
That's the relaxing part when you get the big blast of water. Oh, so relaxing. Going through the final tunnel here. Oh, look, that guy's just walking around here inside the car wash. Too bad this isn't like a haunted car wash where we can get jump scares. It's like a nice rain coming over. There's the blowers. They're gonna blow dry the car, get it nice and dry. We don't need no soggy car out on the highway. Oh, there's some more water. An extra dose. Oh, the air tunnel here. There we go. They're gonna blow the crap out of the car. It's like a jet engine about to take off. Oh, that is so loud. Look, you can see my hood vibrating from the massive air blasters. Wait. We're still moving. Go. All right. Put this sucker into drive. Woohoo!
And we have stopped here on the back roads of Bastrop, Texas for our accommodations for this evening. We're staying here at the gas station. Now, there is no current gas pumps, but this is a legendary gas station where we will be spending the night. Because this gas station here in Bastrop, Texas, again known as the gas station, is one of the filming locations of probably the most infamous film to come out of the state of Texas, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yes, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This gas station here on the back roads of Bastrop, Texas, played an important role in the plot, in the filming of the movie. It was when the gang of teenagers, the gang of kids, were visiting Texas. They had visited to see if their grandfather's grave had been desecrated in the recent wave of grave desecrations. They also wanted to check out their grandfather's old house. And as they were driving into rural Texas to find the old house, they were nearly out of gas. Stopped at this gas station to find that there was no gas here. No gas pumps here. And when they stopped here for gas, the gas pumps were empty. Now, they would go along their way, go out, try to find their grandfather's house, and would be abducted by a deranged family of cannibals, including Leatherface and his chainsaw, would start attacking the kids. The kids would accidentally wander into the home of Leatherface and his family, where they would, the girl, Sally, one of the victims, the final girl of the movie, would escape from the house, come back here to the gas station, where she would find the attendant that they had met earlier, the cook, who was selling barbecue out of the gas station, and ask him for help. But little did she know that he was actually part of the cannibalistic family as well, and was serving human meat, man meat, in the gas station. Was cooking up people and serving them to passerbys, as well as helping lure in people so that his evil family could do their ghoulish deeds to them in their home. So a legendary stop here, a legendary piece of Texas history, a legendary piece of cinema history. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is in the Library of Congress. It is dedicated, one of the most important films, a film of important significance, and really is. I actually watched it today. I watched it in the Buc-ee's parking lot before we came here because I wanted to freshen up on it. And really, an absolutely grueling movie. It takes place in the Texas heat. You can see them sweating, complaining about the heat, and then it introduces the idea of meat, of human meat, of slaughterhouses, of ghoulish people eating human meat, and just kind of, oh my gosh, I literally, just as I was talking there, got a big whiff of something dead, probably a dead animal, cow roadkill here, and wow, yeah, that's kind of what the movie's about. The movie, you can smell the movie. I think that's one thing you can say about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You can smell the movie while watching it. Is about, the director Toby Hooper said the movie is about meat, and I can definitely agree with that sentiment. It is about meat in all its disgusting, rotting forms. The cannibalism, the dead animals, kind of an unpleasant movie, a celebration of the unpleasantness of rotting meat. You could say the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was. So, it is only a perfect location for us to spend the night. So it does look rather similar to how it looked in the film. There was some gas pumps here in the film, but otherwise the building looks very similar. The main entrance right there, and then I think through that door is where they were cooking the barbecue. Go ahead inside. And you can see here inside the gas station, they sell all sorts of horror memorabilia. Funko Pops over here. Looks like, yeah, most of these are horror related. The Leprechaun, the Humongous, and Angela from, I think it's from the new Exorcist movie. Oh, there's the classic Reagan Exorcist. So all the different horror figures. You got the Freddy glove. Oh, there is Chucky. Not seeing a whole lot of Leatherface, strangely enough. Oh, we got the classic Nosferatu. That's a lot of fun. Well, this is the Symphony of Horror. This is the one I watched. It was the one that was slightly colorized, and I guess it had new music to it, but it's essentially a remix of the old film. Yeah, oddly enough, I'm not seeing one bit of Texas Chainsaw merch here. Well, there's an Evil Bong lunchbox. Shout out to my friend Tom Devlin. And they do have barbecue here. See about getting a plate of barbecue. I know we already had barbecue today, but you never have too much Texas barbecue. And you can pick out some DVDs here to watch in your cabin. I think we're going to do Friday the 13th Part 4. I don't think I've seen this one. This is one of my favorites of all time, the original Paranormal Activity. I'm a big fan of the found footage. And that's one of my favorites of all time, horror, otherwise Gremlins. And out back here behind the gas station, we have a dining area. Oh yeah, look at this. The hanging severed head there. Barbecue to die for. We shall see. Oh, that's a real kitty right there. Hey, kitty! Real kitty next to a fake bucket of gore. Hey, kitty cat! Now, for longtime viewers of this channel, I've actually stayed here before. In 2017, I flew out to Texas and went to a mini Texas road trip with my friend Adam the Woo. Adam had this idea that he wanted to try, oh, there's kitties everywhere. Adam wanted to try eating different barbecue every day at different locations, and we actually stayed here. Ate here the first night. After he picked me up from the airport, he wanted to stay here, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre filming locations, and that was the best barbecue we had all week. We were rating the different barbecue, and our favorite was here at the gas station. The gentleman that made it for us, it just ended up a surprising event. Actually, saw on social media that he passed away like a week after we ate here. It was only a week or so after we ate here that he passed away. So, but he made some incredible barbecue. We only met him briefly, but we'll definitely remember that amazing barbecue meal I had here at the gas station. Here's my new friend. Yeah, it looks like there's a colony of feral cats. You can see he has the tip cut off his ear. If you ever see cats that have the tip cut off their ear, that usually means that they are fixed. and our ferals. Basically, they live on their own. You don't have to worry about them making kittens because they have their ear tipped. So, a happy little feral colony here at the gas station. All right, bud. He's really friendly. Hey there. And my food has arrived. Got the brisket and sausage combo with some pinto beans and potato salad. This looks pretty good. All right, add a little bit of barbecue sauce there. Look, all right, now that looks good. All right, so here is the taste test. So that brisket. Very good. Very yummy. Oh, uh-oh. It just got splattered with sauce. Just pretend it's blood because this Texas Chainsaw Massacre gas station. Do you like barbecue? I think these cats eat a lot of barbecue. Yeah, this brisket is very tender. Now, the first time we ate here, it was probably the most tender brisket I've ever had. This isn't quite as amazing, because literally it was the best barbecue I've ever eaten. The first time we ate here. Still pretty amazing, though. All right, so another delicious plate of Texas barbecue. So I know some of you think these videos I make, they're just random things thrown together. I just go to a bunch of random places and put them all in one video. Like we went to a health museum earlier today. Now we're at the Texas Chainsaw Massacre gas station. Well, there is an overrunning theme here, because when we went to the health museum, we saw a body that was sliced completely in half. We saw mutilated bodies, piles of organs, and now we're at the Texas Chainsaw Massacre gas station, where bodies at one point were chopped in half with chainsaws and disemboweled. So it all runs together. Now we're going to be sleeping in cabin number 3 here, and look at this. We have all the kitties having some dinner here under my porch. Hey guys, the whole colony's here. And here we are. I think this may be the same cabin that slept in last time I was here. I think this pulled out into a smaller bed. All right, gonna get a little air conditioning running in here. Then maybe we can watch some of our DVDs on the flat screen here. So I did have to do some Googling, and because I was curious, they had changed some of the decor on the front of the gas station, and then when I went in the gas station, the horror store did not sell anything Texas Chainsaw related. So I got a little, okay, there may be something up here. I Googled it, and it does appear that there was a lawsuit in 2022 where the company that controls the rights to Texas Chainsaw Massacre apparently did take legal action against the gas station location. So I guess that's if they didn't agree with how they were marketing themselves, or didn't agree with some of the souvenirs that they may have been selling. So a real shame. I mean, I hate to hear that. I wish that obviously I don't know enough about it where I'm gonna run my mouth and give my opinion on the matter. But just a shame that the two sides could not come to some agreement, because obviously fans of the movie, fans of horror movies, want to come here and enjoy it because it was the actual location for that classic film, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So I could still enjoy it without having it be exactly the same or officially licensed or whatnot. But I just hate to see that, because I guess they had to take away some little touches in order to comply with the lawsuit. So I don't know. It's how things work. Again, not going to give my opinion on what's right or what's wrong or what's legal. I'm not a lawyer. But I just wish they could have worked something out. Hey, kitty. How are you doing? Hey there. It's a sweet kitty. Oh. Oh, they're popping out all over. Hey there. Oh, said that one's a little skittish. His name is Loaf. Are you guys friends? Oh, they love each other. So they said there's no one else staying in any of these other cabins tonight, so I have the whole place to myself, just me and the colony here of kitties. But seems like some pretty good company to keep. Oh, look at you guys! Yeah, if anyone knows me, they know I'm a huge fan of cats. Are you friendly? Are you a friendly one? Oh, you're a little nervous. That's okay to be nervous. Yes. They said this one here was named Grumpers, and they don't like any of the other cats. And it is a beautiful night tonight here in Texas. Yeah, I may have to look at my old video and see if this was the same cabin. I think it is. No, the bathrooms are separate from the cabins. You have the bathroom area over here, right next to the dining area, behind the gas station. So this is pretty nostalgic for me, I must admit. I was looking at my video, and it's been it was 2017. 2017 was the last time I was here, so 8 years. 8 years. That doesn't even seem possible. I'll let the sun in here. There we go. Doesn't even seem possible that it could have been 8 years since me and Adam had our trip to Texas. Now, he was down here. He was down here in his RV, Large Marge, and he picked me up from the airport. I don't remember which airport I flew into. It may have been, I don't remember if it was San Antonio or maybe even Austin. Don't remember. But remember, he picked me up from the airport. This is the first place we went. Now, I had been to Texas before, but only Amarillo. I had been to Amarillo, Texas, but I had never been to Texas otherwise. So, flew down. We spent time in San Antonio, time in Austin. I was only here for about a week because I was still working. 2017, I still had my social work job. So it was about a year before I went full time. So I had to ask off. For a week so I could fly down to Texas, and yeah, a lot of fun. Of course, staying here. Funny enough, like the last time we were here, we were the only ones here. Me and Adam were the only ones here. He brought his Leatherface costume. Of course, he put it on and it jumped in here and startled me. And then, we had fun running around amongst the campground at night just by ourselves with him dressed as Leatherface. So yeah, man, 8 years it has been since we stayed in at the gas station. So yeah, that would have been one, big road trip for the time. I couldn't get away as long. Usually could only get away maybe a week at a time. So yeah, we rode around. I remember we were going into Austin and doing San Antonio. It was the first time I went to San Antonio. First time I saw the Alamo. First time I went to the Ripley's there, the Buckhorn, the Wax Museum. Yeah, and Austin. I think we're heading over to Austin tomorrow. But I don't know, it's just crazy how time flies. How time flies that, that means it also means that I've been on YouTube full time for 7 years, that's hard for me to believe. Hard to believe this has been my full time job for 7 years, and 3 more years I'll have worked for myself doing YouTube as long as I worked at my my one and only professional job. I've had other jobs, but I got my jobs doing CPS. That was my job. I graduated to college. I went to college to get that job. I had to go get a degree. I went and applied for a job. I was so excited. That was going to be my life. And then this YouTube thing kind of just came a little bit out of nowhere. I mean, it'd always been there. It'd always been there. My interest in travel, my interest in seeing new things, had always been there. And it was just great. It was always so much fun. Going to an area that I'd never been. Going to these cities in Texas that I'd never been to. I scribbled down my notebook some things that I wanted to make sure I saw while I was here in Texas. Adam had the things he wanted to see. I had the things I wanted to see, and then there were some things we would just run into, along the way. I remember finding some tiny zoo. There was like a little, like a sign like 2 feet off the ground that said like zoo with an arrow. We're like, let's go to the zoo. We drive off onto some dirt road, found some zoo where they had lions and tigers out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, yeah, it was some fun times traveling. The world seemed bigger back then. The world seemed bigger before I started doing all this travel all over, going to cities multiple times. Back then, I had it in my head that I could only, I only figured I'd only be to each city one time. I know that sounds so crazy now because I travel so much, but the country seems so big. I didn't think I would ever have time to go back to a city. So I was like, I wrote all the things I wanted to do in San Antonio, all the things I wanted to do in Austin. I'm like, we got to do these things because I may never have a chance to do them again. And I've been back to Austin. I've been back to San Antonio. I haven't been back to Bastrop, though. I'm happy to be back here in Bastrop. And, man, it's just this life I lead. What a crazy life this has turned out to be. Okay, let's see if I remember how to work a DVD player. This turns it on. It's the eject button, right? Okay, we may not... Oh, there we go. I was about to say we may not be watching these movies. Let's start with Friday the 13th. Obviously, I can't show these movies in the video because that would be a copyright strike. Let's see. Can I get this to work? Oh, there is 3 different remotes here. Listen, I don't watch the TV much. I watch most things I watch on my phone. Let's see. Is that going to turn on the TV? That red button. That means something. Okay. Toshiba with Chromecast built in. I'm not sure what Chromecast is. It's maybe the same TV that was here last time. Is it thinking? Okay. That's the Golden Gate Bridge. I was just there. Oh, it's connecting to the Wi-Fi. Yeah, I was just there. I'm going to walk down all those forts that are over here with a beautiful view of the Golden Gate Bridge. Anyway, so we're supposed to be watching a movie. I wonder if this is the... I don't even know what this is. Okay. Let's try hitting play. I feel like an old man. Like I don't know how stuff works anymore. This is for the cooling. This is for... What is this for? I'm like a caveman that has... I mean, there's not a play button on there. Is that for the DVD? I'm sorry. I don't know how this works. I just want to watch my movie. Hit play. Maybe the play button's on here. I am an old man who doesn't understand technology. I used to show people how to do things. I used to be one of the people that like knew a little bit more than the average person about technology. Now, technology has left me behind, and I cannot operate a DVD player. Look at this. I got the DVD player to work. This is actually synced to both. I had to push the input button, and then it popped up on the screen. I had to change the input to the DVD player. But look at this. It's playing the DVD. It's playing the commercials before the DVD. If I can actually get it to start, I still don't know. Is this how DVDs worked? You had to watch the previews before the home screen? I don't remember working like that, but I guess that's how it worked. Okay, so previews are over. I think we just gotta hit play. Ah, dang it. Hit play. Hit play. There we go. Okay, so just finished Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. Now, I've heard a lot about this movie, never actually seen it before. Now, this movie is the first movie where Jason becomes like a zombie, like an undead creature. In the first movie, the murderer was Jason's mom, it wasn't even Jason. The second movie was Jason with a bag on his head. It wasn't until the third movie that he found a hockey mask, and that became his classic look. And it wasn't until this movie that he reached his final form and became the undead zombie monster that we all know today. Now, a little confusing on how he becomes the zombie monster. Tommy Jarvis, from one of the previous movies, wants to make sure that Jason is dead. So he digs up his dead body, and I guess he wants to destroy the dead body. I'm not sure what the plan is here, because Jason's not shown any previous inklings that he can come back from the dead. Guess he can come back from severe injury, but not necessarily death itself. So they open it up. His rotting body is inside. He starts stabbing him with a big metal post, and then unfortunately lightning strikes the post, which brings him back to life. So really bad luck there. If they would have just left it alone, then this movie wouldn't have existed, and Jason would still be dead. Now Jason, he comes back to life, and he goes and starts killing camp counselors. Now, I know originally Jason was taking revenge on camp counselors because they killed his mom. They killed his mom because she was taking revenge on camp counselors for killing him, which always kind of struck me as kind of a paradox. How can her motivation be Jason's death, and Jason's motivation is her death? It's all kind of circular. Did she not know that Jason was still alive? And how did a little kid live in the woods by himself all those years? I'm not sure. I've asked these questions before, and I'm told by fans of the movie that I'm missing the point, because it's all about Jason stabbing people. And he stabs a lot of people. He goes stabbing the counselors. I guess he hates all counselors of any sort, even if they weren't involved in his childhood death or his mother's death. But eventually they get a spoiler alert from a movie that came out a very long time ago. They chain him. They put it, because they can't kill him anymore because he's a zombie. So they chain him, put a rock around his neck, throw him in the water, and now he's stuck there forever. How many? I don't know. There's probably, how many more movies are there? He comes back from the water, I'm assuming. I know there's more movies. So that was the Jason movie, Jason Lives. I'm not as big a fan of these. I like the Halloween movies better, just the first couple. Halloween 1 and 2 I enjoy. I think Michael Myers is scarier, the way he lurks around, the way he's quiet. I feel like Jason tries to be too flashy and like show off and like show everyone how strong he is, and he can like pull your head off with his bare hands, and he can like kill you with almost nothing. I don't know. I think he's too flashy. Not to say his movies can't be enjoyable, but overall, as I've watched the older Halloween movies, I've enjoyed them much more than the older Friday the 13th movie. And I guess there are people on both sides of the fence. Probably some people think this is better, some people think Halloween is better, and then you've got Texas Chainsaw, which I think is completely different. I don't consider Texas Chainsaw a slasher movie, in that it's not like this guy, Leatherface, doesn't just go around chainsawing people. It's about the whole family and how creepy they are. It's more like a House of Horrors type movie, where it's all about, like I said, a movie you can smell, just about grossness and creepiness, and the being in the backwoods when you don't know what's lurking around and getting pulled into a terrifying situation. This guy doesn't even let you know what's happening. He just chops your head off before we figure anything out. But now, after watching a movie about a guy who goes around and kills people in cabins, we can step out of the cabin into the campground again. We are completely alone tonight. It's just me and the kitties. And I don't see any kitties right now. It is quiet out here. Yeah, I don't see any of the kitties under the porch. Out in front of the gas station. Really dark out here at night. Although you can see that sign for the gas station shining for miles. There's my car, the only car here. Yeah, definitely a spooky place. Definitely a spooky place for a night in a cabin. Yeah, up here. This is where it's the front of the gas station, where the scene from Texas Chainsaw was shot. Is that a kitty? Hey, kitty! You jump scared me. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it would have been this door back in there where they made the human barbecue. Very peaceful. See the stars in the sky. See the moon up there. Yeah, when I was here originally, they had a sign in front of the gas station that looked like the sign from the movie. You know, it was basically they had the front looking like the gas station from the movie with the probably a replica of the original sign. And then over here, they had a van parked that looked like the van from the film. Again, wish they could still have those embellishments, but yeah, not for me to decide. Hey, kitty, kitty. Hey, little kitty. Oh, sorry. Oh, you can smell that. You can smell that barbecue. They got the smoker right here. It's legit barbecue. Got their own little like shack there where they smoke their barbecue all day long. So yeah, some legitimate barbecue. Stop, see the sights, shop for some horror toys, and have a big plate of Texas barbecue. Hello? So a big thank you to everyone out there that watches these videos. I appreciate it. You know, I film all sorts of stuff on this channel. We went to the health museum, stay here, the Texas Chainsaw gas station. We're doing some heading over to San Antonio this weekend, hoping to do some theme parks. So try to do a little bit of everything that I enjoy on this channel, and I hope you guys enjoy that as well. I'm going to be hanging out in Texas for a little less than a week. Then I got to fly home and take care of all my medical business that I was supposed to take care of at the beginning of the year until I found out I had no health insurance. Now I have health insurance, so I guess if I get murdered tonight, I'm well, I guess health insurance isn't going to help if you're murdered. If I'm horribly maimed and mauled tonight, I'll be able to pay my hospital bill. If some sort of slasher comes in through the door there. You notice that there's the blood red walls. Almost looks like The Shining more than anything in here. But thank you guys so much. Like I said, this is a trip down memory lane for me. Just reflecting back on the past 8 years that it's been since I've been here. Oh man, we've done a lot of things. We've done a lot of things in those 8 years, haven't we, folks? And I hope we can continue to have fun here on this channel for maybe another 8 years. Maybe 7. Who knows? But I appreciate you guys that watch this. I appreciate you guys that follow along and watch daily. That means a lot to me. If you just watch a video here and there, you just pick out one that interests you, I appreciate that as well. Thank you guys so much for helping keeping this channel moving, keeping this channel on the tracks. If you do like the videos, though, consider subscribing. I travel around the country. I film roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, and other fun random stuff. I've been to the 38 contiguous United States in a few months. We're going to make that 49, hopefully. And if you want to help out the channel in other ways, consider contributing to Patreon, $3 or more. Get you a postcard once a month from me to you. Also, we are selling enamel pins, press pennies, motel key fobs, and stickers in the Etsy shop. I'm doing personalized messages on Cameo. I think I actually have to go do one right now. And all that stuff helps keep this train on the track, this boat in the water, and this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.